So our next card that we're going to go over for history on this lovely Monday, April the 6th, is Roger Williams, founder of Rhode Island. So we've talked about the Pilgrims that landed and settled Plymouth Plantation, Plymouth Colony, and then the Puritans that helped settle Massachusetts, the Boston area, in those areas. And then we have Roger Williams, who is the founder of Rhode Island. Y'all are learning the states, which that's exciting. So you can be looking on your map and figuring out where we're talking about, okay? I was going to review your states with you today, but my map that I have this evening when I'm recording, it's the camera is not picking up the white map that I have very well. You can't see the states separated, and so just keep working on those. You're going to do southern states and capitals, but keep practicing New England and Mid-Atlantic because those will also, you will be tested on those again. We're going to test on them each time, and eventually your very last test of the year will be over all 50 states and all 50 capitals. Won't that be exciting? Okay, so let's read about Roger Williams. In 1630, a Puritan named Roger Williams sailed from England to New England, and that's what they called America at that time, was New England, because it was still part of England, owned by the King of England, and so it was now New England. He preached in Plymouth for 1 year before accepting a call to the Salem pulpit. Williams was a proponent of extreme separation from the Church of England. Williams believed that Charles I had no power to grant land in New England. He asserted that land could only be acquired through negotiations with the Indians. After being examined by John Cotton and Thomas Hooker, Williams was told he had to leave the colony. Williams and a small band of followers left and founded Rhode Island in 1636. In Providence, Rhode Island, Providence is the capital of Rhode Island, he established a community which he claimed would be religiously tolerant. They would allow people of all different religions to live there. That's what he is referring to. So that is Roger Williams, founder of Rhode Island. And so like his first name starts with an R, and Rhode Island starts with an R. I want you to make sure you're listening to your History Timeline song. And as we are studying our history, we need to keep Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 2 in mind. God speaking to Jeremiah, thus speaks the Lord God of Israel, saying, write in a book for yourself all the words that I have spoken to you. So journaling is a way for you to write down your prayers and your thoughts. And even though Ms. Harrison may have something for you that she wants you to write in your journal, you are more than welcome to either have a separate journal that you write things in, or you can write in your black composition book that you're using for Ms. Harrison. That is fine. I just want you writing down your thoughts and your prayers, and because when you write your prayers down that you're praying for, then you can see how God has worked in your life. It may not be tomorrow, it may not be next week, it may be next year before you see how God answers that prayer. But those are like you're staking monuments in your life of answered prayer, and that is how we grow in our faith and our trust in the Lord. So these men and women that came to America, they stepped out in faith, and they had such a strong desire to live in a way that was pleasing to God, and I admired them for that. We're going to learn we're going to talk about the Salem witch trials tomorrow, and that's just an unfortunate part of our history, and it's sad. It is really sad. But when fear drives you, and you allow it to stake a hole in your life, good things don't happen. And that's the Salem witch trials was something that occurred out of fear. And so be looking for us to go over that tomorrow. I'm not going to dwell on it a whole lot. I think y'all need to be a little bit older. But when you go through it again, when you're older, you'll say, oh, I remember Miss Harrison talking about that. And so that's my goal. Not for you to be tested on it or do questions over it, but just to be familiar with it, okay? And to know that Roger Williams founded Rhode Island and those type of things, all right? Y'all have a wonderful day.